Well, hello everybody, and welcome again to another edition of Dungeon of the Mad Mage. If you look around me, the fine folks that surround me, one of them is gone, one of them is here. Kika absent tonight. We have that salty ginger Lauren coming in to help out the crew, and they are going to need it. Welcome to the penultimate episode of Season 1 of Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I'm going to recap quickly so we can get in. Last week, we met a bad guy by the name of Michael Kidd. He seemed to be part vampire, part mushroom. He was taken out by the sheer violence and aggression of the party, splattered into a little bit of slime. And after the crew who was stuck inside the mushroom building was able to make it to the outside of the mushroom building after fighting some mushroom folk inside, they were met with perhaps a greater struggle that was going on away from where the true battle was, perhaps. Because outside, as Perry and Garnet were discussing matters of saving friends and obligation, it was revealed to Garnet by said Perry that he was none other than the Archfey Apollos, who had given his power away to see if he truly loved Garnet. He claimed that he did, and in that moment of revelation, in that moment of shattered trust, the doors to the prison that held the rest of the party exploded outward, sundered by a summoned demon that the White Witch had brought to the fray. As the rest of the crew made their way out of the spore-filled and choked room, they were met with Perry and Garnet, both in equal states of high emotion, but maybe on the different end of the spectrum. We are going to pick up our story at that exact moment as you rush outside. The rest of the party, you're able to get away from the mushroom folk with the destruction of Michael Kidd. The rest of the mushroom people inside, the Myconids, fell away, absorbed back into the undergrowth of toadstool and mushroom. And as they are drawn back into the soil and the swirling spore-filled air, as everyone rushes outside, the illusion around begins to fall. And I'm only going to ask one person from the group to roll a perception check, and that's Garnet. And Garnet, I'm going to ask you to do so at disadvantage, simply because you're a bit preoccupied by the events of last week.
That's a 24.
Okay, so as you look up, your eyes, perhaps you play your agency, but as you look and engage Perry, as the door explodes and the crew rushes out, you are the one that bears witness to the falling of the illusion that you yourself, you found the edges to with Perry. You saw where it blurred and it started to not be quite as rendered as the rest of this really incredible feat of magic. But you see it begin to shatter and pixelate and fall away. And where once your discovery made a barrel turn into a mushroom, now everything seems to be interwoven with the stalks and the caps of toadstool and mushroom. And as you watch everything fall away, you see your friends as they rush out, and with this emergence, they begin to drop into the soft cushion of this mushroom. And as they all drop, Gorbrin falls, Karis, Kyogen. You see a large creature come out. And this creature grabs Dirna Hall, wraps its massive hand around her body, pulls her close to its face, and just as you feel this pool of unconsciousness take you, you hear this rumbling, this voice of chewed rock, as it says, "You should have asked nicely." Everyone roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please. Except for that salty ginger.
That's a nice 7.
I got a 14. Jason, my heart just broke.
Oh my
11.
god!
11, because I get +7.
That doesn't count. It's still in that one from the first two. A double nat one for Jason. Way to start that off. Woo!
Getting him out of the way now.
Okay, and what did we get? I heard Blenny, what did Cars get?
14.
And Lauren, what did Garnet get?
A 7.
Okay. Blenny, you feel something hard and smooth beneath your cheek. Many things. And as your eyes flutter open, you look down and you see a bed of smooth pebbles stretching out away from your face.
Do I see the others?
When you look around, you see down this stretch of what looks like beach, as you see right at your feet, licking up against the soles of your shoes, a water, a lapping, very slight, very slow. 50 yards away from you, you see the large form of Kyogen. About 25 yards up from you, as you look, you see the crumpled form of Gorbrin, and over your shoulder, you see the kind of curled form of Garnet.
All right. Well, I get to my feet. Kind of wince a little, and I carefully make my way over to Kyogen. I give him a little nudge with my boot. Is he like...
I would like you to roll a stealth check as you start to move across the stones and the rock. This isn't if you're trying to be stealthy. I want to know how much noise you're making, because you didn't say you were trying to be quiet.
You're right. Good job. Okay. That's a 12.
Okay. I would like that salty ginger to roll a perception check for me, please.
15.
It's at this moment that, Karis, as you stand and look up and take a few steps and the pebbles begin to kind of clink just a bit. I mean, you can barely hear them yourself, but you see that as this pebble beach stretches away from the shores of this river, up ahead is a very dense forest, the night sky brilliant above, and from out of the forest steps, Lauren, could you describe yourself for us?
Well, Ambrosia cuts quite a figure, being that she is about 7 feet tall and a centaur. So you see this majestic figure, much taller than you'd expect for someone of her frame, on the top at least. Pale skin, kind of dusky blonde hair with a little bit of a purplish tint to it. And her bottom half is a horse, like this blush red with a long kind of light pink tail. From here, you see her wielding a spear and a shield, and she's just watching you. There's a circlet in her hair that kind of twinkles in the little bit of light, and she holds up the spear, but more like she's waving it hello.
I raise my hand back. Sorry that we're here. We're not supposed to be. Just want to make sure my compatriots are still alive.
Did you go on a bender from across the water?
It depends on what you mean by a bender.
Well, they're all passed out.
Unfortunately, not that fun kind.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. It's a real shame.
Need any help?
Who am I to offer or refuse such a kind offer? My name is Karis, and you are?
I'm Ambrosia, but I'm going to come a little closer to you because it's not always a good idea to yell. I can't remember why, but that's one of the rules.
Rules of where?
The Wyllowwood. And she starts galloping over.
The Wyllowwood. Benevolent GM, have I heard of the Wyllowwood?
Nope.
That's nice.
The one person that probably has heard is not here.
That makes sense. I pop a little Slav squat next to Kyogen, and I press at his forehead, and I pump a little healing word to him, just like a wake up.
And as that's being administered, as the shock paddles of healing word are being administered to Kyogen, I would like everyone to know, if you aren't aware of it already, but the resident bard of the Legion has bequeathed plot armor to everyone. And so what plot armor gives everybody is 2 times your current level. So that would be 14 temporary hit points to everyone. Feel free to go right ahead and put that in D&D Beyond so it is reflective. Also, Kayla, you have received an additional plot armor. So you are up another 14 points as you have 28 total temporary hit points. And to bring you up to speed from 1 straw, Staffin has bequeathed 2 advantages to our centaur. And that brings us up to speed. And so we are ready to continue.
Kyogen, you wake up to me flicking you in the forehead, and you get 10 points of healing.
And that was Red Tornado, by the way, Gorbrin.
Thank you.
Hey, wake up. Hey.
Do I wake up, DM?
You do.
What? Where's the mushrooms?
The mushrooms aren't here. We're somewhere else. I need you to be up.
I have some in my bag if you want it.
Are they sentient?
My mother said never to accept mushrooms from strangers. I'm sorry.
Specifically mushrooms, Kyogen?
Would you prefer candy?
No.
I don't know what candy is, but I could just name something in here candy.
Why is she half horse? I don't understand.
Well,
Kyogen's never seen
Kyogen,
this
some
before.
people are just born that way, I assume.
I
feel
have
like it's
no
really good
idea.
for that.
Do you run really fast?
Yes.
That's cool.
Thank you. I'm going to go over to the redhead. I like redheads. I assume it's Garnet. And I'll start flicking her with my tail, and I will cast Healing Word on her.
Ambrosia, when you get closer, you notice that Garnet is in the curled position. There is a human curled up next to her as well.
What do they look like?
Lauren, what does Perry look like?
Gosh, we have been avoiding this, and I have been excited about it.
He's Benedict Cumberbatch. Go.
Yeah, sure. Benedict Cumberbatch. No. Yeah, they are. Yeah, let's go with that. They look like Benedict Cumberbatch. Let's do that.
Oh, I was joking. You
I
certainly don't have to-
literally can't think of it. I mean, I was like, I was just gonna say because because they look about as not Apollos as they can possibly look. So like brunette as opposed to blonde, and
Right.
you know, and then you were just short hair as opposed to long, and you said Benedict Cumberbatch, and I was like, he's a brunette, so yeah, they look like that.
So it's a redheaded Fae-esque creature and Benedict Cumberbatch.
All right. Well, since there are 3 still conked out, I will just go ahead, and I think I can do this. I can just cast Aid at 2nd level, give 3 of you 5 temp hit points, and that should pop you up. Boop.
Mm-hmm.
With my tail. I flick my tail on your nose.
That would be Gorbrin, Garnet, and Perry, all of whom wake up with this aid being bestowed upon them.
What?
I hope you are not allergic to horses, because my tail was just all up in your face.
Oh, I didn't think I'd see a centaur here. Hi.
Gorbin's gonna try to roll over, try to get up.
Amber, I would like to know, I know you said that you forgot things. What are some things that you do remember that might be pertinent to our situation of being in this Wyllowwood?
Well, my name is Amber. I do remember that.
It's a very good name.
Yes. I remember how to heal people. That's good. My mistress has a pet. It's cute. I don't know where it is, though. I haven't seen it in a while.
And do you remember who this mistress might be?
Yeah.
Does she rule the Wyllowwood?
Yes.
Would it be possible for us to go see her so that we could get out of here?
I mean, anything is possible if you believe and you
That
work
is a very
hard for
comforting
it.
thought.
Mm-hmm. So we could start with that by believing that we can, and then maybe walk around for a while.
Yes, that's the perfect plan.
I don't know the last time I saw her.
Charis, what is going on?
We are in the Wyllowwood, Sir Gorbrin. And I don't know if this is a part of the Undermountain or another little pocket dimension like before. But, this is a little sidetrack that we weren't expecting, that we simply need to get out of like the last one. It will be fine, as long as we keep cool heads and possibly walk around the Wyllowwood until we find Amber's mistress.
Gorbin's gonna use his shield to get up, and he's gonna look around. Where's
I am not sure where the Urna Hall is. If I had my guess, it would have something to do with the demon, but I don't know everything, so
The giant monkey took her.
it's possible.
You have a
I think I
giant
read that in a story once.
is everyone okay?
I am.
Depends on
but
what you mean by okay.
I think I really need to give the shiny human swimming lessons.
Yeah, about that. And Garnet's gonna get up and just like smack Gorbrin across the face. What the hell was that?
Ah! What was that for?
You know what it was for, Gorbrin. Just accept the slap.
What? No, I really don't know.
Fiona Hall and I worked very, very hard. We risked our lives to save you, and you just threw it back in our faces.
Ambrosia, roll an intelligence check for me, please.
I'll
The
try.
broom wasn't going to make it, and the wall was about to get you. I had to make a choice.
Well, I was going to get everyone, Gorbrin. You falling off of the broom wasn't going to help.
16.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think there was a way for me to know our exact plan at the time.
You have to trust your friends.
I do
Gorbin.
trust you.
No, you don't, because if you trusted us, you wouldn't have left.
As this conversation's going on, Ambrosia, something tickles in the back of your mind, a remembrance, a warning. And as you look around, you see that the forest has quieted around the edge as this elevated conversation is going on among the group. And what sounds had been coming from the forest have silenced.
Ambrosia's eye twitches a bit at the little outburst of violence, and that makes her look away toward the forest, and that's when she starts noticing that it's gotten quieter.
It's like, I didn't leave.
I'm gonna flick my tail in his face. Huddle up.
What?
I'm a 7-foot tall horse person. Huddle, get close.
Huddle.
Great.
So Perry is there?
Perry is just behind your right arm, as if he's unsure of where he's supposed to stand or where he stands. But he is staying where you move, he moves.
Amber?
He hasn't said a word, though.
Who was that?
I don't know. That one seems clingy, though. The Benedict Cumberbatch looking one. There's no noise. Think darker? I don't.
Isn't that a good thing?
Who is this Benedict
It's-
Dumper Snatch?
Can I?
Just very distinguished looking, so I picked a distinguished sounding name off the top of my head.
Her name is Peregrine.
Wait. Peregrine, as in Perry?
It's nice to meet you all.
We're just gonna study the hell out of him.
While that's happening, I'm going to look around and see if there's anything that wants to kill us because we shouted.
Roll me a perception check, or if you are looking for something specific, nice girl Lauren, you may roll me an investigation check.
Yeah, I'm looking for monsters.
You're investigating for evil. Okay.
For monsters, yeah. That is, can I actually roll perception? Because that's my higher score right now.
Whichever you'd like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a 26.
Okay. As you look around, you're able to take in the entirety of what this beach has to offer. There's a light that's kind of bleeding out from the stars above, so it's not true darkness anymore. Even in...
Wait, there are stars?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Even in Gorbrin's unaided eye, he has the one monocle of night vision. But Gorbrin, even in your unaided eye, you can still see as if it is a bright, star-filled night. There's a glow about it as if there should be a moon, but there's not one present. There's a breeze. You can smell vegetation. You look up, and even with a 26 perception, you could swear you're outside. But with a 26 perception, you've been fooled before. And something about this scenario, something about this scene that's being given to you, Garnet, is too perfect. Your guess is you're still below ground, but boy oh boy, where the other illusion you could see the seams and the poor stitching, this one's a masterpiece.
Real fancy place you got here.
Thanks. I mean, it's not mine. I don't think it is.
Are you very good at powerful illusion magic?
I don't know.
Well, it might be yours, but it might be somebody else's. It's very good.
Are you with someone? Are there more
That's
people?
Very forward of you.
I'm asking if you have other companions.
Oh, sure. Everything here is my companion, except for the new stuff. I don't know where the new stuff comes from, and I don't think I like it.
What kind of new stuff?
I don't remember.
Oh, that's a shame. Unless you mean us. Are we the new stuff you don't like? Because I kind of like you. You're very pretty.
Thank you. No, you're the new stuff. I'm just talking about the old new stuff.
Oh.
Is one of your companions named Tally?
Maybe?
I don't think she remembers anything. Or
I remember some things.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think Gorbert at this point would like to see if she's trying to hide something, or if she's like might be keeping something from the group.
Sure, Gorbert, how would you like to do this?
I would like to roll an insight check, please.
You may go right ahead.
Okay. I'm going to use this with advantage, so that's my last one. Where's it? Oh, well, 23.
I'm gonna roll just to mess with you, Kayla.
Oh, okay.
Seems like she is being very upfront and honest with you.
Okay. All right.
My mistress, I do know that I have not seen her in a while. And she lives somewhere tall.
Have you seen another group come through here recently? Wearing black cloaks?
Well, that would be very hard for me to see them. I don't know, have I, Greg?
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that die I just rolled. 14.
You saw a group wearing black cloaks go through here.
Yeah, when was that?
Can't remember.
Yes, that does sound familiar. They were very fashionable and all kind of uniform.
We're still on the right track, but I don't understand. I'm sorry, Peregrine. Perry, if I can call you that.
Yes,
How
of
did you
course.
get here? Garnet's been searching for you for months. And you just show up here?
And his eyes are not leaving Garnet's. He came to help.
No
No
offense,
problem.
but you look like a little unable to help. You look pretty scrawny, and that's coming from me.
And very clingy.
Scrawny. That too. What's your deal?
I'm just here to help.
Gorban's gonna look at Garnet. Is anything going on with her right now?
Garnet, if you want to hide something, go ahead and roll a d20. You don't have to roll persuasion or deception. Add your modifier to it, and
Okay. That's a 15.
so if you want to insight, you have a DC of 15 for an
Okay.
opposed roll.
I want to do
Nope.
it. He's creepy.
Can't read her. Hard to read.
Just 10.
Poker face is up.
Kyogen is curious.
Oh my goodness.
20.
This is the one you nat 20.
Yeah.
For the record, Kyogen doesn't really care.
Okay, well then for my description, Jason.
But he's
Kyogen-
picking up some weird vibe off of Garnet.
Yeah, Kyogen, you don't pick anything up off of Garnet per se, but you pick up something from this Perry that whatever he's stating does not include all of you. He's here to help, but he's here to help Garnet. You don't feel that same type of offer being blanketed over the group. In fact, you're not really sure. With a nat 20, you're not really sure how he feels about the group.
I totally lean into Perry. It's okay. I know how you feel.
What?
Very, very under my breath, kind of.
He looks up at the large Aasimar Goliath. Okay. Thank you.
Did I hear that?
No, not at all.
Perception.
I'll make a stealth roll. Totally with advantage.
Perception check, everybody, quick.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a perception with advantage. So take that, Jason.
I have advantage with my shield.
Yes.
so-
Greg's like, burn
Yeah.
your advantages. Do
I don't
it.
know
I
what's
love it.
going on, but Amber wants to feel included, so she'll do it too. 17?
Here.
13.
Well, with a 23 stealth, the whisper goes unheeded as you're not sure. You hear Perry's response of thank you, but you're not sure what prompted the acknowledgement.
So, where are y'all headed?
Well, we need to follow those people in the black cloaks.
First, we might need to do some introductions. I am Sir Gorbrin Moonstar. These are my companions. Charis, Garnet, Keoghan, and we're missing one.
No, he's right there. It's Perry.
No, there's somebody else. Dana Hall is a Shatterkai lady, very nice. Has a raven. She'll show up probably. I mean, anytime any of us tries to leave the group, something happens, and you get torn out of whatever plane of existence you were on before and back with the group. So, you know, I'm not too worried yet, but
That seems awfully convenient. Or inconvenient, I guess, depending where you end up.
I don't know. People keep talking about how, and she's going to look at Gorbrin very directly, important it is that there are 5 of us and that we're all together.
DM, I have a question.
Sure.
Perry looks like a human, right?
Sure does, yes.
I want a divine sense.
Sure.
And I think that's like, I know the location of any, I think it's Fae, Celestial, Fiend, or Undead within 60 feet of me.
Mhm.
Anything go off?
Not within 60 feet. You get a little bit of a ting from Garnet, but you always get that.
Okay. All right. We should get moving. And he hands himself for the 10 points. So that's all he's got.
Yeah, do you know, Amber, where they went? The people with the cloaks? Could you point us in that direction?
No, but I could look around for their footprints.
Oh, I think did we agree that I just rolled too many good investigation checks so I can just auto find their footprints?
If you can find them again, remember, anytime they go over a hard surface, you have to be able to pick the trail back up, but you know exactly what you're looking for once you catch it again. So
Okay.
your DC's dropped on reacquiring.
Yeah. I'll help you out.
So yes, I would like to help Amber look for footprints.
DM, is this conversation counting as a short rest?
I was going to say everybody has had a short rest now, whether it be from unconsciousness or extra planar travel, whatever you want to call it. You've had a short rest when you woke up here on Pebble Beach.
Only use 3 hit die.
All right, well, I do think I saw them around here, so I'll just make a circle.
24.
Natural 20 for a total of 27.
At the edge of the forest where pebble becomes dirt and where the stone seeds itself to the soil of the surface world, vegetation begins anew. The forest grows as anyone you would find on the surface, and it is there that the prints are found. And once identified and directed, Garnet, you have reacquired the trail, and you can see it pressed into the loose moss.
There it is.
Oh, this is very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You're very good at finding things.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's is everybody good? Healthy? I mean, it looked like there was a really big fight and a demon and some mushrooms. You're all good?
There was the vampire, not the lady, but
the mushroom vampire?
I think he wasn't there. He had, I think, maybe some sort of weird spore clone or something. He went down too fast.
Did turn into slime.
Yeah, slime
which is
too.
not typical of a standard corporeal creature, but we might to say it was some sort of mind-reading vampire.
A mushroomy simulacrum thing? Cool.
Yeah.
Amber opens her bag and looks suspiciously at the mushrooms in it.
Are they yellow? If they're yellow, they might be vampires.
Mm-hmm.
I lean into Karis. Are you okay? You were hurt before.
Of course I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be?
Are you damaged at all?
Yeah, I was. And then I took a short rest and I got so many temporary hit points. So, Goddess looks great and is stone-faced.
He made us see things. Do you know about this mushroom vampire? Anything? I don't remember his name.
Michael Kidd.
Yeah.
Perry, do you know anything about this?
I don't know.
Do you know anything about the people that were following Perry?
I don't know.
Really? That's interesting.
Before this, we were in the Feywild, I think. There was an archfey there. Apollos, maybe he's involved. There was a sign, at least, that he knew something, because there was a sign that my sister was being attacked by drow and was being turned into a show. I don't know if that was an illusion, but
Yeah, I don't know. Perry, did you see anything like that while you were in the carnival?
I was in the tent.
I would like to insight check.
Good idea.
There's some weird tension going on, isn't there?
I'm going to use an advantage, by the way.
Amber, you're totally right. There's definitely weird tension.
That's a 20.
She's been looking for him for months, years even.
Insight is not a magic spell. However, it does tell you that whatever Perry is saying isn't the entirety of his knowledge. He's definitely holding something back.
Yeah, she'll kind of give him a look like, we're going to talk about this later. And says,
Okay, well, let's go find your sister, boss.
and head down the trail.
For
It's
no
like,
particular reason, I'd like to know what your marching order is, please.
He'll take up the rear, and Gorbrand's going to mutter to himself, if that archfey is involved, I'm going to strangle him. No one hurts my sister. You know?
I wouldn't
Perry's
go about
walking at the front.
strangling anyone here.
Whoever's scouting Kyogen will be right behind them.
So
I
who
think
is
you might
in
have
front?
to worry about. You might have to compete with my my shadow there, but I'm the one going forward.
Okay, Garnet. And we're just going to assume that Perry is always with Garnet unless something is specifically said. So after Garnet and Perry, who is going next? Is that
I'll go.
Amber's going next? And then Kyogen, did you say you were going close to the front?
Yeah, I was going to be behind whoever's scouting. So
Okay, so we're just going to say that Kyogen and Amber are shoulder to shoulder. And then Karis, that's going to put you sort of in the middle, followed
Behind
by
my meat
Corbin.
shields.
Your meat shields are in full
Okay.
effect.
I'll walk with Charis.
As you're walking through here, and Garnet, you have reacquired the trail. Because of the incredible rolls that you had at the beginning of this campaign, you no longer have to roll to follow this trail, especially in loose earth that we're currently walking through. This is a forest bed. You can see this path is clear as day. I will ask, though, for another perception check just because.
Okay, I'm sure nothing's wrong with that.
Sure.
That's a 22.
Okay, well, with a 22, as you're looking around and you're following, you notice that on, 3 sides of one tree, you notice that there are a pretty good fairy ring of toadstools. And then when you look on another tree, about 10 yards to the left, another ring of toadstools. A surprising amount of mushroom activity here in the Wyllowwood.
Are they yellow mushrooms?
All kinds.
Hey, Amber.
Yeah.
She's gonna point to one of the fairy rings. Is that the new stuff you're talking about?
Is it?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. 13.
You don't remember those being here before, but you're not sure if that's what you were talking about.
Those are new, but I don't know if those are the old new things or the semi-new things. Y'all are the new things.
Divine sense.
You don't feel anything.
He is not having it right now. He's just like, no. Anything?
Corbin, just
Celestials,
meeting-
Fey, undead.
No, you don't feel anything.
You feel Garnet, which you always feel. And every time you do this, I think Garnet's like, it's here, I'm right here. This is what you're feeling. It's
Me too. Also me.
And Corbin is like, he's in a very, he's very tense during the whole thing, and so much so that he's like trying to light his pipe, but he can't get it to work, and he's just grumbling.
It's okay, boss. Just don't touch the mushrooms and don't break up the fairy rings. And
What are they? Are they going to turn into some illusion too?
Well, I don't know, but mushrooms are weird here, and you just never break up a fairy ring because just bad stuff. It's just, you don't want to deal with that. You are too mortal for that.
You're mortal too. Just
Yeah,
because
I'm
you
not as
live
mortal
longer.
as you, okay? It's like you're too material plane for this.
And
I hate this place, just so you know.
Just-
I
just-
hate this place.
Just stay on the path. It'll be totally fine. Yeah. Don't touch the mushrooms.
And don't be mean to the Wyllowwood. That's
Oh.
bad. I remember that. Number one rule.
You should maybe. Oh, that's a good thing to know. You should apologize to the Wyllowwood. You just
Apologize.
For
Harsh words.
I am sorry, great and beautiful Wyllowwood. I was meant no insult.
Is
He's
he
going to
being
like just staring at the rest of the group is just like,
Boss,
really?
boss,
I've got to
boss,
bow,
you have
bow
to-
for this, and he just like,
You have to mean it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Had a long
that's-
day.
You can tell if you don't.
There's a breeze that goes through with the admission from the paladin, the second one, as the leaves in an eternal autumn blow and a few of the red ones fly and kind of dance around the armor of Sir Gorbrin.
Yeah, does this feel like home?
Oddly like home.
Okay.
But again,
Nice breeze.
with your earlier
like-
check,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not.
it-
I know it's just a home adjacent.
right?
Inspired by the Feywild.
So have you lived always in the Wyllowwood, Amber?
I think so.
How long has it been since you started forgetting things?
I don't remember.
Oh, man, that must be really frustrating. I'm sorry.
This is all while we're walking by.
Well,
I,
to be
I
fair,
assume there was,
like,
yeah.
Forgetting things is sometime good.
You seem very stressed out.
I'm just.
I think they just thought a bunch of stuff.
I don't like underwater rivers. I just don't.
Do you need a hug?
Yes.
All right.
Boss, you should have asked.
Well, you slapped me in the face.
I think we have a group. I think Amber and Garnet have a group hug with
Yeah.
Orphan right now.
And at the mention of an underwater river, just because I'm a very nice centaur, I'm going to cast Water Walk on the whole party.
Nice.
That'll last for 8 hours.
I would like a charisma saving throw from Gorbrin, Ambrosia, and Garnet as they form a group hug.
Charisma save?
Mhm.
Okay. So you guys get a +4 to your charisma save, just so you know.
Nice.
Oh no.
I'm going to roll for this.
Ah, thank you. Thank you, Pluck. Your
nat
+4.
So I've got a 31.
15.
Yeah, I got a 14.
With a 31, Gorbrin, as you feel the hug of the centaur, combined with the hug from Garnet, the feeling of friendship, both new and old, floods through you, and you get a D10 of inspiration as accepting a hug from a stranger is a bit outside of your comfort zone. And I like the image.
Thank you.
Kyogen, roll me a perception check.
Alrighty. We're dimmed. Oh, 18.
You smell something burning.
The very special Wyllowwood sounds like it smells like it's on fire.
What?
Do we see fire?
I smell burning.
The rest of you smell nothing.
Can you, like, sniff it out?
Am I able to track where this is originating from?
With your earlier perception check, it's in the direction you're walking. It's getting stronger as you're walking. That's why you're able to recognize it.
As we have progressed along this path, it has slowly gotten stronger.
Maybe we
Amber takes off, galloping down the
should...
path.
Okay, just follow her. And he starts like jogging. Clank, 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 clank.
Garnet's gonna do her like roguey triple move thing down the path after Ambrosia.
Double dash move. Okay.
Yeah,
Naruto, just like.
just gonna move 90 feet in 6 seconds.
Yogan leans over to Karis. What is it with this group and things on fire?
I'm not sure. It's really unfortunate.
It seems to follow us.
Yeah, it seems like we're stuck between fire or water at any given moment, and personally, I'm not a fan. But
At least in the
we get out of
fire,
the mountain.
At least in the fire, the shiny human can't sink.
That's a good point. Can't be too mad about that.
Karis, Kyogen and Karis, are you running after the galloping centaur, the clanging hammers in a bag rolling down a hill shiny human, and the super ninja-esque rogue who is, crouching tiger, hidden dragon?
We will, but at a sort of safe distance away from the clanging bag of hammers down a hill.
Do you concur, Karis?
I am doing the the slightly faster than usual walk, but still not quite a jog that white people do going across crosswalks.
I know exactly. I did today. I almost got hit. So I did the old man speed up. So, if it was on a camera, I could say I was running before I was just run over. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you guys are kind of trailing at a distance. You're not catching up. You're just, okay.
Attempting to be as stealthily as possible.
Then you two roll stealth for me if you're trying to be quiet.
Is Perry with us, or did he run ahead?
He is always with Garnet, but he is falling behind dramatically.
If he falls behind us, I'll keep pace with him because
if he falls behind us, I'm just gonna pick him up.
Yeah, he won't fall behind you all, but he's falling behind the lightning bolt that is now Garnet.
Most people do.
I am cursed this session, I swear to the gods.
You started off with double ones, buddy. It doesn't look good. But
I rolled a 1 as well.
This is
Two
why
nat-
I started.
two natty ones. Nice.
This is why I started to using my wonderful Die Hard dice, where you can get 15% off dieharddice.com on a new set of dice by typing in the code The Grim.
Listen, Kayla, I was using my Die Hard die, and it still blessed me with a 1. You can't get.
Well,
50%
sometimes
off the
karma happens, and you just gotta roll.
So I did something to deserve this. That's
my next roll will be with my Die Hard dice because I hate roll 20 right now.
Roll 20.
Fantastic.
And plus, the feel of perfectly formed metal dice is wonderful, which you can get at dieharddice.com. They come in various styles, colors.
Thank you, Kayla. We got it. As we have the centaur, the barrel full of hammers, and the streaking rogue, as you are rushing ahead, you all enter a clearing. And as you see the clearing with wildflowers that are in the height of autumnal beauty, you see a large stone tower that is carved to look like a massive tree just on the other side, maybe 300-400 yards off from this clearing. Without a roll, Ambrosia, you know that's where she lives.
That's where she lives. It was a tower. I knew it was somewhere tall.
As we catch up, I'm like, oh, look, it's a tall place.
You have not caught up yet, as they all enter. So I have my first 3 as Gorbrin trails up, but the rogue, the centaur, and the paladin are all at the edge of this clearing. What would you like to do?
So the fire's in the tower?
You don't see a fire at all.
Ambrosia starts calling out, "Here, kitty, 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 kitty." Is it a cat? I don't remember. But that's where she lives.
Is she a cat?
No, she has a pet. And I have not seen it or her. And I thought maybe it could have been a cat. I mean, it's as likely to be a cat as it is to be anything else. I think statistically that is accurate.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Should we go up and see what's going on?
Sure. I'll go to the door. Is there a door, Greg?
You're several hundred yards away, but you would suspect. You can't remember.
There might be. I'm going to gallop on up.
Yeah, I will continue Rogue dashing.
I will follow after. Clank, 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 clank. By the way, speaking of pets, where's Hemelig?
I don't think he ever got resummoned after.
Yeah, Hemelig was never resummoned after the Spiraling Rapids.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Kika said that she wasn't able to find a place that was safe enough to bring him back. So, as you all get about 25, 50 yards out, I'd like you all to roll perception checks. The DC on this one is 8.
19.
12.
21.
You all see the green dragon as it descends upon you.
Oh no! Get behind me! And he's just gonna draw his shield and like get in front of the group.
Because you were all able to see this massive beast fly over top of you, blotting out the stars. It lands and spins, its serpentine tail whipping through the wildflowers that were aforementioned. It turns and looks at you all, and this is a good time to roll initiative.
Wait, are you serious? Oh,
So are we all there?
oh, Christ. Okay.
So are we all there now?
No.
Not
No, it's
yet,
just us.
no.
Oh my god.
Fuck me. Okay.
That's not a kitten!
It moves like a
21.
cat, like this. Like that. Yeah.
So the ones that are there, do you want us to go ahead and roll in our initiative numbers?
Yeah, go right ahead, please. And if somebody would like to order you all up, that would be... Ooh, let me see what we have here. Garnet, thank you.
Oh my god! Why do I keep doing roll 20?
You have to worship at the throne of RNGesus. You have to stroke it.
Craig's like, no, keep doing it.
I love it.
Please, by all means.
Steer away from those diehard dice. Okay, Gorbrin, where are you?
I'm 21.
You're 21. Okay. Alrighty. So, and then I'm sorry, where's my centaur?
15.
15, fantastic. Okay. Gorbrin, you see this massive beast land in front of you. It turns and rents the ground with its claws. Free of charge, I am going to give you this interesting little tidbit about this dragon. I'm not sure if Gorbrin's ever fought one before. What your headcanon speaks is the emerald scales look at you and glisten in the starlight, and you see the wind dance off of this, the membrane of the wings as it comes to light. You see what looks like the blade of a large weapon embedded in the skull of this creature. It is sticking out much like an Arthurian rock. And as it turns, you can see the glint of starlight off of this blade. And you see a look of absolute madness in this creature's eyes. Gorbrin, what would you like to do as you get to act first?
Haha, he's gonna cast Bless on everybody but himself. So go ahead and take that. So that's Karis, that's gonna be Ember, and well, no, sorry, that's gonna be Garnet and Perry, who I assume has
Perry
made
fell
it?
behind. Perry is with Kyogen and Karis.
Right,
So-
then I'm just gonna use that Bless on myself.
There you go. There you go.
And as a bonus action, he's going to cast Sanctuary on Amber because he doesn't know what she can do and doesn't want her to get hurt. And he's going to bring his shield up, have his hand on his sword hilt, and he's going to shout at the creature. It's like, we mean no harm. No quarrel is met here.
we'll see if your words get through.
Okay. Do I
Amber.
need to roll a persuasion check or anything?
No.
Okay.
Amber,
Okay.
you see this creature, and though you don't remember whether or not you should know it, or whether or not its presence should be familiar or foreign, you instead feel a sense of not fear, but sadness.
Poor kitty. I am going to cast Beacon of Hope on everyone within 30 feet. Each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. Regain max number of heals whenever you are healed. That is concentration, so I will mark that. Yep, I mean, it's a sad kitty.
It sure is. Movement. You guys are all behind Gorbrin as he's pulled his shield up and addressed the dragon. Do you want to go anywhere, Amber?
I don't think so.
Okay. So if your turn is done, the dragon with the odd blade embedded in its skull turns, that look of madness, not identifying, even if it can possibly understand the speech. You're not sure if it hears, wants to hear, is capable of listening, as instead it simply goes,
Oh, fuck.
I'd like everyone to roll for me a Constitution saving throw.
You have a +4.
And we're blessed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, I'll use advantage too.
I'm gonna use my die hard dice because after roll 20, man.
Kyogen
Are
and
we
Kars, you're
here?
not here. You're not here. You're not caught in this.
Oh, okay, all right. Sucks for you guys.
26.
21.
Hold on one second. 19 plus 4 is 23 plus bless
Oh, plus the.
5.
So that's actually a 25 as well.
Excellent. So as you all feel this poisonous gas just rip over you, through your clothing, stuck in your hair, as it just blasts and stains everything in this space, you will all take 21 points of poison damage as you inhale the breath of this dragon.
Okay, so I have a question, DM.
Sure.
So I have Aura of the Guardian. When a creature within 10 feet of me takes damage, I can use my reaction to magically take that damage instead. Since this is in an area of effect, can I take everyone else's damage?
It's AoE, yeah. So if it's a regular strike, it's okay. But this is like trying. You can't absorb a fireball, but you could definitely step in front of a shot. No, it's a targeted shot.
So just one. Well, it just like it's not targeted. It just says when a creature within 10 feet of me takes damage, you can use your reaction.
If you want to take an additional 21 from either Amber or Garnet, I'll allow it.
Okay. Gotcha. I'll do it for Garnet.
Oh, I just got rid of my hit points. Okay.
So I will take 42 points of damage.
So somehow with the shield and as the poison leeches around, the paladin is able to use a divine, almost a sponge, as the magic and the blessing of deities and patrons brings the gas around. And Garnet, for a moment, you see a pocket form around you as the air remains breathable. It is not burning, but you see as Gorbrin, black lines go from his eyes down his throat as poison.
We just talked about this, boss.
Now's not the time!
And I maintain concentration on Beacon of Hope with a natural 20.
Fantastic. I was just going to ask. So with concentration still in effect, and with the dragon having expended its breath, we are going to go to Karis. Karis, you enter at the edge of the forest, and as the forest leads out into this clearing, you see a massive green dragon as it blows this toxic yellow and green fog at your friends, and for a moment you cannot see them as they are swallowed. And Perry runs up beside you. My God! And he starts running.
No, you stupid.
Running away, Greg?
He's running towards the dragon.
Oh. I am not strong enough to grab him. Kyogen, if you could maybe restrain that one. How far away is Garnet from me?
We're going to say that everyone is currently, Dragon and your 3 friends are currently 60 feet away.
Okay. So I am going to use my movement and my action to get up that 60 feet. As close to Garnet as I can. And as I jog up, I see that looking so good. So I look at Gorbrin. Hey, you should straighten up or this dragon's going to kill all of us, huh? Get back in there, sport. And you get a healing word.
I'm right here.
Also,
Yes,
everyone gets an advantage, including the dragon, from your favorite straw, as Staffin has given you all another advantage.
You get 10 points of healing, Gorbrin, and I'm chilling. Shield and rapier out.
Oh, don't forget, because of Beacon of Hope, it's max, I think.
Oh yeah, your heal's maxed.
Max. So 2d4 is 8 plus 5 is 13. That's math.
I'll take it. We're gonna need all we can get.
Okay, so Karis, as you run up, you are the remnants of this yellow and green fog drifting into the false night. And we will then go to Kyogen. Kyogen, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm about to do it with Die Hard Dice because the connection to the Roll20 server has been severed.
Go right ahead. This might be the opening you needed.
Oh my God. Let's see, 1 second. I'll find my wisdom save. Oh God, this is bad. That's an 18.
With an 18, as you run out into the clearing and you see Karis blast forward, Perry blast forward, right before you can act, you smell the air that is thick with both this strange kind of residual aroma of the dragon's breath, but above all of that, you smell burning, and you smell the char of meat and the char of hair. And for a moment, it reminds you very clearly of something, but you shake it free of your head as you are able to focus on the task at hand, at least for this moment. Kyogen, what will you do?
There's a full-on pause in his stride that if anybody were watching would see it, because he's having some severe flashbacks at the moment. That said, he sort of shrugs it off, sees Karis dashing towards our allies, and I see the dragon and head directly towards it, shouting to Karis, "Karis, stay behind me." And I'm going to bonus action rage.
Okay. So you're able to get with your movement and your dash action, you're able to get there and rage as you pull up beside, assuming you're pulling up kind of shoulder to shoulder or same battle line with Gorbrin, who's at the front line as well. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Just kind of theater of the mind? Okay. So as the two tanks moving close, I will ask now, Garnet, you were free of the dragon's breath, and as this yellow-green mist rises into the false night, as it moves, your vision is returned as well. And as you turn and look at the dragon, you look back to your left, and you see Perry running through the wildflowers toward you.
Oh my god. Okay. So I'm gonna bonus action insight check the dragon. I'm gonna use an advantage. So it has to make a deception. It has to beat a 28 deception.
Okay, and what are you trying to do here?
I'm trying to get my sneak attack inquisitive rogue archetype thing.
Well, I'll definitely give you sneak attack because you have friends engaged, so...
Well, I know, but if there isn't, I just want to use it because that's what I do.
Oh, sure. What do I have to roll? We'll go through
You have
the
to roll a
motions.
deception check.
I have to roll a deception check with...
Yes.
Okay.
You have to roll deception check DC 28.
Natural
Oh,
1.
My God.
Wait, DC 28? I'm sorry? What?
Yeah. I rolled an 18 on my insight check, and I have a plus 10 insight. So
That's math.
nobody can lie to me. Inquisitive rogues for the win. All right, and then I'm gonna just how far away is idiot boy?
He's closing in. He's basically about 10 feet away at this point.
She's just gonna grab him, just like clothesline him away into like a bush or behind a rock, something.
Okay. I tell you what, roll me stealth at advantage because of that natty 1 that the dragon got, and we'll see if you're able to disappear into the tall wild grass and flowers.
That's a 20.
You tackle Perry to the ground and roll to a stop beneath the 2.5-3 foot tall wild grass and flowers, and for all you know, you are gone from the sight of the mad dragon.
What are you doing?
I couldn't leave you. I saw the cloud. I thought you were dead.
You have no power right now. You are human. You are weaker than me.
I won't let you get hurt.
Look. You want to talk to me about this? You want to make this up to you? Or make this up to me, right? That's what you said?
I want to show you. The time for talk is over.
You can't help me if you die pathetically to a dragon.
Of course I can.
Apollos, I swear.
Perry. My name is Perry.
She's gonna take out one of her daggers and just like grab like the collar of his shirt and like pin it to the dirt, because I figure she's still on top of him, so she's just gonna like pin him to the ground and take the sword, for her other sword, from him. Don't move. And she's gonna go back in.
Okay, I will allow you to end your action hidden if you would like to do so. Since this would have counted for your... is there something else you would like to do instead?
I want to head back towards Karis.
Okay. So you want to end your movement with Karis as she is just healed up? Okay. So, anything else then?
No, I think I've done everything.
Okay. Let's go back up to Sir Gorbrin. Sir Gorbrin, you have taken 42 damage from the dragon. You have been healed a bit, but I would like to know at the top of the second round, what would you like to do?
First, I would like to thank chat for giving us those temporary hit points, because that would have been a lot of damage otherwise.
The Legion is always there.
Gorbrin is gonna shout out, "Spread out!" And so, have you guys heard the story of the Christian and the lion with the thorn in its paw? So something's pissed off this thing, and he's pretty sure he knows what it is. So he's gonna run. Okay, so how far up is the sword blade?
It's up there. It's about 20 feet above the ground as the head whips around after it just breathed out the gas, and it's pulling back up to its height as the wings kind of buff it, still catching the autumnal air.
And he's just gonna look at it and just be like, "I'm not trying to hurt you," and he's just gonna jump on the head and try to scramble up to the sword blade.
I will allow you to roll an athletics check right here, and I'm going to let you know that the DC is pretty tough. And there's going to be an element of it that's opposed, so we're going to go ahead and...
Oh, okay, so... Sorry, metagaming's going on right here. I mean, he doesn't know yet, so I'm just gonna... I'm sorry, Jason, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roll with advantage, which is my last one. 9. Ooh, yay! Okay, so 25. And I'm gonna use that inspiration bonus for the D10, because why not? So that's okay. So this is that's gonna be. I rolled a 10. It's gonna be a 35.
Okay, you're able to grab hold of the dragon's neck and begin your climb. You cannot get here with the strength check, even though it's an opposed nature, but you are in a position to do so during your next round.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to do? Do you have a bonus action that you would like to?
He's going to... Okay, so I'm just checking my bonus actions. Okay. And I'm just trying to see if the spell also works for... Yeah, he's going to cast Sanctuary as well on Kyogen, because it's going to be right up in the dragon's face. So both Amber and Kyogen have Sanctuary on them. But wait, if the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell that affects the enemy or deals damage. Actually,
Isn't that also concentration?
No, it's just a thing that I can do. Let me check.
That's the story of D&D. That's just a thing I can do.
I'm just gonna cast Sanctuary on myself because I don't want it to hit me right now. Or
How selfish of you!
Huh?
You have broken your oath.
Listen.
I still have it. I feel pretty good about that move.
And besides, Kyogen's probably just gonna wail on it anyway, so might as well.
Nice. Okay, so with everything done as the paladin begins a heroic Herculean labor-esque climb of a dragon's neck, we're going to go to Amber. Amber, this is definitely a scene.
Amber just does a little from the poison from earlier and shakes her face, crinkles her nose. How hurt does Gorbrin look?
Well, if you want to know exactly,
he's
6 points away from full thankfully, Karis did bring him up, and he had the 10 hit points, so he's okay.
Okay, good. I don't think anybody else is really hurt either. That's nice.
Also, everybody receives an advantage from Doc. Doc, thank you very much. Other Doc.
Alrighty then. That seems like a bad idea. Hold on.
Do it.
That's your wheelhouse, Lauren. Go for it.
Shush you. If we're all sanctuaried up, that's gonna be funny. Sure, why not? Yeah, I'm gonna wait to heal people. No. You know what? I'm just going to cast aid again. So me, Gorbrin, and Kyogen all get 5 temporary hit points.
Ooh,
That you also regain.
thank you.
Mhm.
Fantastic. So as the cleric and the paladin do that thing that they do, we are going to go to... do you have anything else you would like to do, Amber, before I...
I'm gonna go look for a door. I'm just gonna kind of trot away, go look for a door. I think the kitty just has a little sniffle, so I'm gonna go look for a door.
You're heading towards the tower. Okay. So
Yeah.
your centaur friend gallops off.
I don't think I'm too far away from them. I'm gonna, at least for this, I'll be within 40 feet of where I just was.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, you can move your full movement of 40. We are going to go, since it is now the dragon's turn, to the Die Hard Dice Cam. I'm going to be rolling a d6 for all of you fans of dragons out there. We all know what I want to see, but let's see if we see. Let's go to the Die Hard Dice Cam, everybody. I don't think that came through, but that was a 4. That was a 4, everyone, on the Die Hard Dice Cam. So the recharge for the breath weapon does not happen. And instead, we see the following sequence of events. We have a bite attack descend upon our Aasimar. 18. 18 hits. That will hit you for 11 piercing, which can be halved, and 6 poison, which I don't think you can. Yes, you can, he says. Oh, that's right, everything but psychic. Okay, so have it all, as it's 17. We can have that down to, we'll make it a nice 8. How's that? 8 for you? And then with a claw attack on the paladin, 12 doesn't scratch
Well,
Sir Gore.
Don't forget Sanctuary. He's got to make a
Wisdom save,
15
right?
saving throw.
Okay. He makes it, so he goes ahead and attacks, but the 12's not going to hit you anyway, correct?
Yeah. They're just like, "Duh!"
And
He just like claws his face, just like, ah.
With the third attack of 24, he will deal 16 piercing and 4 poison for a total of 20 on Sir Gorbrin, as the second swipe comes through and crunches against the side of the armor as the creature is desperately trying to get you off of its neck.
Okay.
And we go to Karis. Actually,
So Garnet. Who?
I'm sorry. As this has gone through, the last thing the dragon does is it jumps up into the air.
Oh no!
Oh, that's good. That's helpful.
It flies
Uh-huh.
straight up. Let's see, what's our fly speed here? We're going to say that the takeoff for that, 40 feet. 40 feet up.
Arnett, any chance that you can jump 40 feet straight into the air?
It's an attack of opportunity for Kyogen, who was the only one that was in melee, so I will allow Kyogen a reaction here.
Okay. Am I allowed to recklessly attack in that attack of opportunity?
You're raging. I'll go ahead and allow it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm totally not touching roll 20. I'm sorry. That is a 19 to hit.
Are you reckless attacking with the -5 on that attack as well, or is that just you're attacking with advantage?
Yeah, so
I always get that
whole-
confused
the
with
whole
great
spiel,
weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so any time my attack is going to be with the +10 Great Weapon Master for the -5. Yes.
Okay, so 19 is a hit. Go
Okay.
ahead and roll me some damage.
Reroll 1. Oh, yes. 9 plus 4, 13 plus 10 is going to be 23 damage.
Okay, you get a good chunk of the foot as it launches off the ground. There is no yelp of pain, but it takes to the air. Karis, it is now your turn as you see Gorbrin lifted aloft into the false night.
Oh no!
You're muted.
Well, yeah. That kind of tosses what I was going to do a bit out the window, but that's fine. Let's go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's try Fairy Fire on this dragon. Because someone's got to hit it sometime. I can help with that. Maybe.
Very good.
It's a DC 16 dex save.
Let's do it. It is lit up as the green dragon with the madness in its eyes. What's the fairy fire of Karis the Yuan-Ti look like?
It looks less like sparkles and more like you know, the heat waves that come off of pavement in the summer. It looks like that with like a slight like greenish yellow tinge to it.
Okay. So as this heat wave settles around the green dragon, it is illuminated.
And I'm going to move in such a way that we aren't in a nice, beautiful area of effect for the dragon to breathe on us. So sideways, please. Thank you.
Okay, so you're spreading out, serpentine pattern. Everybody splitting. I see that the going to check on the door was also a clever ploy for the centaur to get the hell out of Dodge.
What are you talking about, Greg? I've never in my life.
Okay, so Karis, as you do so, Kyogen, you had your attack, and as you look up 40 feet above, you see the green dragon as droplets of the blood that you caused in the wound that is coming down. It's aloft, though. What would you like to do?
How close is it to the tower?
Oh, it's a good... we had Amber running towards the tower, 40 feet away. Hasn't reached it. It's about 80 to 100 feet away from the tower.
And there's nothing tall nearby that Kyogen could attempt to scramble up or anything on those lines to get within leaping distance of this thing?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Unless you know a horse that you could ride that could jump very high.
Wait, what? Kyogen would like to hold his action. Amber.
What? Oh, hi. I remember you.
Are you good at jumping?
I don't know.
Well, we're kind of out of options. How about we find out?
Okay, I don't remember what I was doing over here anyway.
I need to get to that dragon. My good friend, the shiny human, needs my help.
Okay.
So, I apologize for this. And he, for lack of a better term, mounts her.
Here's
That's
how we're
fine.
going to do this. Since both of you have actions that go before the dragon, this is going to be a combined athletics check, because even though Amber's a very good jumper, she's not 40 feet good. However, when she jumps, I am going to allow you to basically do a Metroid move and jump from her back in an attempt to take you and carry yourself to the dragon, because I think it's cool and it's D&D and I can do whatever I want. So we're going to have a combined athletics check on Amber's turn. You all can
Okay.
set up how you want to do it, but that's your held action is you're going to athletics check to jump, and you're going to have to athletics check to grab hold.
So
if you
yeah,
make
my
it.
trigger is going to be the apex. I've got 2 advantages now thanks to someone in chat. I can't. Stefan, was it you? Anyway, so yes, I'm gonna burn both of them on those other athletics checks.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm holding my action. The trigger is the apex of her jump.
Sure.
Okay.
You guys will be Apex Legends. Let's see what we get here as we go to Garnet. Garnet, you see some shenanigans afoot.
Yeah, I do.
And you
And
also
I'm
see...
about to I'm about to start my own shenanigans. So
Let's do it!
So my passive insight is a 20. And my passive perception is also 20. So seeing the sword in the dragon's head and seeing Gorbrin try and climb, can I reasonably figure out what Gorbrin is trying to do?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. So I just did a thing and I read the jumping rules.
You read the rules? What?
I did.
Get out!
I did. I used to play Adventurers League, so I'm a bit of a rules lawyer. And essentially, I can jump without a strength check if I move 10 feet first, 12 feet in the air.
You're getting in range. Okay. All right. So what are you going to do when you get in range?
I'm going to jump 12 feet in the air, and then I'm going to face step onto the dragon's head and grab the sword.
Okay. I will absolutely, because it's a 30-foot phase step, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. That is the perfect use. That's a good, fantastic use. So yeah, you don't have to roll. That's your movement to get there, and you phase step
Yeah.
as a bonus.
And it also needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
You're going to make a wisdom saving throw? Or
The dragon, yeah.
as you... For...
When I land, because of my phase step, because I'm currently in winter, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of me to the end of my next turn.
Okay. 17?
Okay, it is not frightened of me. Second question, is it a free action to try and pull the sword out?
I'm going to tell you what, it's a free action to reach for it with an athletics check, as you're not holding on to anything.
No,
And
I
you're gonna
free stepped onto the sword. Like
Right. You're grabbing the sword, so I'm going to need you to
Okay.
athletics check as this thing is climbing in the air. We're going to
Okay.
get you. You have just jumped onto a roller coaster that's moving.
Okay. I also have not used my action, so I want to use
I
my
know.
action to try and pull the sword. But yeah, I'm going to use one of these advantages on this check. Ooh, not 20. That's a 21 total.
Okay, and you have gained purchase onto the sword. You fell for a second, and you're able to hold yourself up as you're basically making sure you're not touching the blade. There's no handle on the blade now that you are this close. It seems as if there may
She's
have been
wearing gloves.
right. So you're kind of doing one of these things on top of it as you're holding on. The edges of the sword look extremely sharp. But with a nat 20, you don't injure yourself as you make that realization just before it could have done something to you.
Okay. So what you're saying is that there's no way for me to use my action to try and pull out the blade without hurting my hands.
I will say this. If you allow yourself to be hurt or cut, it's a lower DC. If you try to make sure you don't get hurt, it's a higher DC.
I got hit points. Corbin took all my damage. I'll do it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check as you try to Arthur this thing out.
I know where that hand. I know where the rest of that sword is. That's another nat 20.
Okay. As you grab hold of the sword, you begin to move it and you feel it pull an inch, 2, 3 inches as this creature is climbing. I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me as you begin to take possession of the sword.
Oh no. Okay. Am I within 10 feet of Gorbrin?
Yeah, he's screaming from about 8 feet below you.
Okay. Let's just burn all these advantages.
Don't forget you have bless. You have bless too.
Oh, I do have bless. Okay. It's only a 19, but plus bless is 21 plus my wisdom is a 25.
So as you begin to pull this blade free, the wind whipping through your hair as this dragon climbs, in the back of your mind you hear, "Oh, this isn't going to end well." And you believe it's coming from the blade.
Well, shit.
As this is continuing to climb, we are going to go to Gorbrin. Gorbrin, you have seen Garnet appear and begin to pull the blade. You're still climbing up the neck using the scale and the ridges of the dorsal kind of plating to climb up the dragon. I need another athletics check from you if you want to get to your friend.
Okay. 1 sec. Let me just speak to this. Oh god, please don't fuck me. Please don't fuck me. Please don't fuck me. Okay, that's 26.
Okay, so you're able to climb up in this pool of G-forces as the dragon is climbing straight up. You're able to get up, and you are now with Garnet as the two of you have your legs wrapped around the neck. Garnet's basically almost like a jet ski, hanging off the blade with her hands, her feet planted along the back of the neck of this dragon. The dragon moving in reaction to the presence and pressure along its back and along its plating, and then also with the fact that something that's currently embedded in its skull is moving. It's disconcerting to say the least. You've made it up here. What would you like to do now that you're here? You have a bonus action. What would you like to do? If you have anything with it.
But this is fun, right?
I'm talking to a sword, apparently. So.
All right. I think I have something, and so can I pull out as a free action, the hilt, and put that onto the blade, and then use that to pull it out more?
I will allow you a free action to pull the hilt out.
Okay.
Garnet, as the hilt is revealed, you hear in your head, "Oh, well." That's it.
Who are you? What? Who are?
Okay.
Corbin's gonna take his hand and gonna try to help Garnet pull this thing out. Then
you can, with your athletics check, you're able to grab hold of the blade with your gauntlet as you pull free the hilt. Garnet, you're held. The two of you are in a very precarious position here. unless you have anything else, I'm going to Amber for a little Cirque du Soleil shit that's going to go on down below. You're done, Gorbrin?
Yeah, so I can't, like, use my bonus to, like, try to pull out the sword?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then I'll just use my bonus to, like, put the hilt on the sword.
You're able to pull. Yeah, your bonus was basically we said free, but the bonus is you fishing for almost like a health potion, pulling out the hilt and getting it ready. So you're both in position here to do some effective change on your next rounds.
Okay.
But until those next rounds, we have Amber galloping towards and Kyogen ready to do what's going on. So. The two of you get to explain how you're going to do this. I need an athletics check from Amber. I will need an athletics check from Kyogen. And then I'll let you know whatever you've described, if it works or not.
Cool. I'll use an advantage on that, because that seems like a good idea. It's a total of 20.
Total of 20. So,
Okay.
as the centaur, the magnificent, unfortunately faulty memoried centaur launches into the air, the Aasimar is on the back, and just at the apex, I'm going to need Kyogen to roll.
Yeah, so as we're going up, I'm putting my maul, because I have like a sort of like a strap sleeve thing in my jacket that he slides the maul down into, and he steadies himself as it gets towards the apex, sort of standing up on the back of the centaur.
Would you like to know how high you can jump without an athletics check? Because I know the rules. It is your strength score +3 plus 1.5 times your height if you're stretching your arms up in the air.
From solid ground. This is from the back of a jumping centaur.
I'm just saying, without
Please
an
roll
athletics
an
check.
athletics check.
It's currently a flying centaur. Let's give her the credit
Right.
she deserves. She's a flying centaur at the moment.
Right. So yeah, you can roll that
And then
athletics
he has
check.
to grab on and climb up,
So
presumably.
yeah, this is athletics with advantage. Not 20! Die hard dice. That's a 27. Sorry.
Okay. I have to apologize. As you launch into the air, you are able to clear and get to the back of the dragon as your massive hands rent into the dragon. I will remind you, though, that now that you have concluded your bevy of actions, you have not taken or given damage, so your rage drops.
That's fine.
Okay, so you are up there.
So I didn't actually burn an advantage on that because I had advantage on athletics because of rage.
Perfect. Yeah. But now that it's over, so I'll allow that. Absolutely. So you're all three hanging onto this beast. As Amber, you made your jump, which was movement and an action. Do you have any bonus that you would like to do as you're kind of floating in air?
I guess I don't know if any of them. I think Sir Gorbrin got kind of hurt. Feel better! Just healing word at Gorbrin, which is maxed. So let's do it at second level because I'm feeling saucy. So that's 8 plus 4 for 12 points of healing.
I do still have my bonus though, right, Greg?
When you hold an action, you only hold the action.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
Well, it's getting ready to come around to my turn, so that's fine.
Thank you, Amber.
You're welcome!
You're the best centaur.
Whee!
It's like that unicorn meme where it's just jumping by. Yeah, that's Amber right now.
Yep.
Okay, so as you jump into the air, and as this all progresses, it is now the dragon's turn. Time to go back to the diehard dice cam as I roll. Camera's frozen on that, but hey, that was a 5 that time.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is this, because this is an interesting situation where we've got 3 people on various points of this creature. The creature is going to attempt to use its breath weapon on the 3 people that it has. It's going to hit one of you no matter what. But I am going to have the following occur. I'm going to have it make a dexterity saving throw. If it gets 5 or higher, it gets one of you. If it gets 10 or higher, it gets 2 of you. If it gets 15 or higher, it gets all 3 of you. Sound fair? Okay. So let's roll that beautiful beam footage. 23. I need you all to make Constitution saving throws as this creature rips its head around, or whips its head around, and breathes both on you and above you, above itself, as it flies into the cloud that it's just created.
Ugh, rude. That's my last advantage.
23.
Thank you, advantage. Oh, I'm blessed. Hashtag blessed.
I could roll blast, but I'm good.
Wait, no, that's 10.
Good
That's
rolls tonight.
That's a 14.
It's a 14?
Yeah.
You will be happy to know that it's exactly what you needed.
Oh,
As with a 14 DC Constitution saving throw, you all take 21 points of poison damage, which is not halved for you, Kyogen, as you aren't raging at the current time. And the dragon is able to fly another 80 feet straight up. So as you are 120 feet above the ground, Karis, you're starting to see them vanish into this night sky. It is your turn. As there's a clop clop as Amber lands, in the vicinity. And you see in the grass behind you, Perry sits up, a dagger falling out of his area. And as he looks around, he follows your own eyes straight up and sees the dragon and looks at you as if you should have the answers.
Well, Amber, that was very elegant.
Thank you.
Peregrine, I don't suppose that as a tiny human you can fly. No, didn't think so. That's great. This is good. This is excellent. I would like to hold a healing word, or can you hold a bonus action? Because that's a bonus action.
I will allow you, if you're holding a bonus action, I will allow that to substitute for an action being held. But you would only get one or the other.
Yeah, that's I'm concerned for the people that just entirely left my sight. Believe it or not. I would like to maintain the 5, and I mean, I guess we can lose 2 of them because we have 2 others, but at the very least, I would like to save 1. So I would like to maintain a healing word and think really hard about what I could do to get this dragon back down within 60 feet of me. Because there's not much that I can do. Hey, Amber, can we get in that tower and get your mistress to get this dragon back down? That would be nice.
Maybe.
Let's explore that, shall we?
Sure.
It's my turn.
As you begin that discussion and you glance back towards the tower, you see a very regal-looking woman elf, she, her, standing there in green and brown robes, an array of what looks like the mane or the plumage, perhaps, of some type of colorful beast kind of ringing the collar or the neck area as she stands looking both in the sky and back down to the centaur and the yuan-ti. And that's her, Amber.
Oh, there she is. I knew she was around here somewhere.
And as she looks at both of you, there's no recognition in her eyes as she reaches behind her and begins to pull something free. But let's go upstairs to Kyogen, Garnet, and Gorbrin, as we have the three of you holding on for dear life in a cloud of poisonous gas. I'm going to need to know what you would like to do as this creature is climbing.
Okay, so Kyogen would like to bonus action rage, spending his last rage.
Gotcha.
And through all of the current shenanigans going on, you hear him scream, "Heal, beast!" as he grabs a hold of one of the muscular portions of where the wing is branching off from its torso and yanks it to the side, attempting to pull it out of the sky. And I'm gonna roll, because I have rage going on, I'm rolling athletics with advantage.
We're all
Sure.
gonna die.
I can revivify you.
With the modifier 26.
Let's do this. 26, and I am going to roll an opposed strength just for the tenacity of muscle and sinew. As with a 23, there is a tearing sound, a dry socket snap, and a roar. I would like you to roll for me 2d12 as you pull this wing. Maybe not break it, but pull it out of its effective joint.
Gotta find D12. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for D12s. Okay, alright. Am I applying any mods or is this... $17?
Okay. So with that 17 points of damage, the creature, you continue to rise, but it slows, stops, and then begins to fall back towards the earth. As we go to Gorbrin. Gorbrin, you can feel as even your mustache rises, becomes weightless for a moment, and then begins to fall. What would you like to do as you are on a dragon escalator to hell?
I would like to put the hilt on the sword and help Guarded pull it out.
Here's what we're going to do. Much like we did with Amber and Kyogen, I would like combined athletics or acrobatics checks. I'm feeling benevolent. You guys are rolling fantastically anyway. So athletics or acrobatics as the two of you are working in tandem to pull free the blade and attach the hilt as you are falling.
Okay.
24.
Oh no. 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
The hilt goes on. And as soon as the hilt goes on, we're going to say that with your 9, as you pull, you slip a bit. And as the weight begins to go from hanging on to hanging up, as you begin to lift off the creature as its mass is dropping, you get a glimpse into those madness-filled eyes. And as soon as the hilt snaps and seals onto the blade, you see the eyes go slack and close as the dragon drifts off into sleep. The sword is still embedded in its head.
So you
And
know
it's
what my
like-
response was?
It's not even trying to fly now.
Sword, can you wake the dragon up, please?
No.
What?
Who are you talking to?
Why not?
And as the wind begins to kick up, as the 3 members of the team are riding much like a rocket and Slim Pickens towards the earth, we are going to cut back down to our group on the
Can
ground.
can I do one more thing? Garnet just wants to I don't know, climb onto as much as she can, get to the meatiest part of the dragon that will absorb the most shock.
Kyogen really likes this sword.
We are going to allow, we'll get another action in, maybe not a full bevy of action as you are dropping, like the proverbial dragon that can't fly. But we're going to cut back down to the ground. And we have Karis and Amber as you are splitting attention between the new arrival and the now plummeting form of your friends as the green dragon got smaller, then got bigger, larger, and it's rocketing with as much force down as it did up. Karis and Amber, as you turn to look again, split attention, Perry looking with you up, his gaze fixed to the sky as it's almost like he's moving to try to catch what's coming down. He's not moving to actually do that, but it's like he's trying to stay relatively under what's going on. You look back at the new arrival, Amber and Karis, and as she reaches behind, you see her pull out what looks like a multifaceted hand mirror. And inside one of the panes of glass is a female goblin. Inside one of the panes of glass is a dragonborn. And inside one of the panes of glass is the woman that you're looking at. And all the faces, both reflective and real, turn independently to look at the two of you. And that is where we will end this episode of Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Oh my god.
We're all gonna die.
Do I get to healing word someone? Are they in 60 feet of me yet?
When they're within range.
Okay, that's nice.
We
Good.
will find out next week.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Well, that was super fun. I enjoyed all that shenanigans that you all did. I had a great time. Boy, oh boy. What a great way to spend a Thursday night here with the Mad Mage crew. And with Lauren here, that salty ginger, things were just fun. And somebody said at the very beginning, are you Dory from Finding Dory? And that's
Yes.
all I could think of the rest of the time. I loved it. I loved it so much. Let's go around and talk to everybody. Jason, let's start with you, my friend. How are you? Where can we find you online? And are you ready for the season finale? If Kyogen lives, it might be short.
Who? What? Huh? Oh, yes. At Jason T DND DM. Yes, I am super ready for the season finale of called The Impact of the Dragon on Perry's Face. I just picture this whole Looney Tunes scene of Perry repositioning himself, trying to catch Garnet. It's just great. Yeah, like I said, you can find me on Twitter at JasonTDNDDM, and coming up here in May on a huge Twitter stream where the illustrious Greg will be joining us for one of our flagship games. It'll be lasting a week. You'll get all sorts of major announcements coming up at the beginning of March, but it will be hands down one of the largest charity streams in D&D history. So expect some major things happening with that, and yeah, fun times ahead.
Fantastic, my friend. Fantastic. As we drop down to Blenny. Blenny, how are you? How's Karis doing? where can we find you online? And will that healing word get delivered? I'm on the edge of my seat.
I don't know either. Karis is having a bit of an interesting time. I'm doing great though. You can find me on Twitter at Blinnebee, BLINNEBEE. My pinned tweet is for the Uncaged Anthology, which Volume 1 of 4 is releasing on March 12th on DM's Guild. You can get it in PDF and in print, thanks to the lovely, lovely, lovely Ashley Warren. Super great, super beautiful. So many great adventures, so many great art pieces. Collect all 4. And then I'm also going to be, I think we're going to start releasing in April in Call Me Caulfield. So that's Robin Caulfield on Twitter. Her Virturium, The Wanderers podcast. That's going to be super exciting. I'm a cast member in it. And her Twitter handle is also in my bio, so you can go and follow her, stay updated. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting, but there's probably not. So, dragons, anyone?
Fantastic. Kayla, how are you, my friend? How's Gorbin doing? And are you ready for the finale?
Well, Gorbin, like me, has never fought a dragon in Dungeons and Dragons before. And so we think this is pretty cool, as death-defying as it is, and how how he's probably going to die next time from fall damage. But I'm doing great. This was amazing. Garnet with the face step really helped out, which I wouldn't even have thought about, but that's amazing, and it was super smart. And I probably wouldn't have been able to do it by myself in time. So thank you. But you can find me on Twitch and on Twitter at KorosRPG.com. I talk about D&D game design, which I'm going to be doing a bit more because I'm doing something that's secret right now. But, talk about that when the time comes. But on Sundays, I'm at the Soul Bear RPG channel, where I run a game called The Shattered Eye, which is a homebrew sword and sorcery Greek and Roman inspired game, where I get to play with Kika Vio, Deirdre Donlon, as well as Chris Greer and Wandering DM, which you should totally come check out because they are facing their own dragon this Sunday. But besides that, I also have a GoFundMe on right now, which is to help me transition. I don't have the money, and I won't be able to do it without help. And so if you want to help me afford to be able to move out into a more positive environment and get the meds I need, just check that out. And thank you.
Fantastic, my friend. And as the phase step was a fantastic move, my arcane trickster of Tuesday nights applauds such a maneuver. And the DM actually applauds it too. I enjoyed the cinematic quality of it. Lauren, my friend, how are you? Where can we find you online? And are you ready for next week's season finale?
I have no idea, honestly, but it'll be a thing, I guess. My name is Lauren. I am JL_nice girl on Twitter. I am Starving Soubrette on Twitch. My pinned tweet is out of date. So every Monday at 6 p.m. EST, I will be on the Greyhawk channel playing D&D the movie, the game. Bi-weekly on Mondays, I'm at 8 p.m. I am on twitch.tv/offthetable playing Tales from Thersha, which is homebrew D&D 5e. Bi-weekly on Tuesday, a new episode of my podcast, Too Many RPGs, comes out.
We are taking a little bit of a break because I'm moving, or I just moved. So March 19th will be the next episode. Every Thursday I'm here. Every Friday I am on twitch.tv/wanderingdm playing The Witcher TTRPG. And bi-weekly on Saturdays I'm back on Off the Table playing Ryutama. Our first episode is this Saturday. It's going to be super cute. I just wrote a game. It's called The Page I Didn't Write. You can get it on itch.io /starving soubrette or starving soubrette. I'm starving soubrette on itch.io. Go play my game. It's really sad about writing letters. I'm excited. That's me.
Fantastic. The link, including the itch.io, is in chat, everyone. So please follow and go check it out, because if you want to be sad, just tell them that Lauren sent you. Speaking about somebody that makes me... No, I'm joking. Somebody that always puts a smile on my face and was a super good sport for showing up here and playing one of my favorite one-shot characters that I've experienced in quite a long time. Lauren, that salty ginger, where can we find you online, my friend? And how did you like Amber? Do you like her as much as I did? I hope it's yes.
Yes, I did. I liked her a great deal. Inspiration strikes at weird times, but I loved her, and I'm definitely gonna bring her back in some way, shape, or form at some point because she's adorable. I'm Lauren. I'm that salty ginger over on Twitter. I play games around the internet with my friends. I play 2 games over on Off the Table, and we have one of those tomorrow night. It's Adventures in the Wild Blue, a Lady Blackbird campaign, where I play the best Vance there ever was. Just throwing that out there. And then we also are over on Scraticus Academy with Star Trek Perfection Shadow, which I am super stoked about. And then I'm part of the team here at Tales from the Grim. I am your resident psychic. I run a game on Monday nights at 9 Eastern called Wild Blue Yonder, which is also a Lady Blackbird campaign. There's some other Vance in that I don't even remember who plays him. And on Sunday night, we're playing Honey Heist at 7 Eastern. Kian is going to be running us through Honey Heist. I think it's like all of our first times. The Project Athena and Hyperion crews we're going to be playing Honey Heist. And I'm going to be a bear. And that sounds rad to me. The end.
Fantastic, my friend. As for me, my name is Grimjack21502 on the Twitter. You're part of the Tales from the Grim team, right where you are on the Twitch. For our YouTube friends that are looking on, go pick up some of those Die Hard dice. You saw what they did here tonight. Look right down in the doobly-doo and be able to get yourself 15% off your next order with the coupon code The Grim. The Grim will give you 15% off. So get yourself some of these classy, snazzy, really super awesome
dice. This one rolled 2 nat 20s in a row. So
they're beautiful.
Y'all talking about your metal dice? Polymer Cursed Rose, 2 nat 20s in a row.
The Cursed Rose are beautiful dice. Go check them out, everybody. I will throw this back up in chat real quick, just if anybody wants to, go there and do it right now. Anywho, what we have coming up here on the channel, a lot of really fun stuff. We have Lady Blackbird on Monday night. I love that show. It's just it's Firefly, everybody. In my heart of hearts, it is Firefly, and it does such a great job of kind of capturing that space western feel. I just absolutely love that show. 9 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. On Wednesdays, we have the return for the final 3 episodes of May Black Roses Bloom. It is our Dragonlance D&D 5th edition, Dark Vision of Donathan Fry, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow night, we do have some Invisible Sun that will be coming. But next week, everybody, let us focus and drill down that next Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have the season finale of Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and it's going to at least start off with a bang. One, by hook or by crook, gravity is going to have its way at the beginning of our episode. And then I will also say that coming very soon, we have our monthly madness the week after our finale, where we begin to try to pay back these lovely people for their creative endeavors and their passion by having a meat grinder that is going to be DM'd by Donathan Fry. A lot of the cast from across the shows are going to be throwing their characters into said blender and allowing Don to do his worst, which I'm here to tell you is goddamn awful. So whenever that's done, we'll see exactly what we have. But we also have a community event coming up. Make sure that you join that Discord right below. Also linked in the YouTube and on the live Twitch splash page, because Mad Max Apocalypse Radio is coming. It is a community event. We are going to have no fewer than 40 road warriors take to the wastes as you run through the apocalypse, and we have some fun doing it. So before we go beyond Thunderdome, you have to make sure you sign up on Discord. Before all that, though, join us next week. See the ending of the Season 1 of Mad Mage, and perhaps the ending of Garnet, Gorbrin, and Kyogen. We'll see. Chat, Legion, you are fantastic as always. We will see you. Take it easy. God bless, and have a fantastic week ahead.